I think the biggest thing that I was wrestling with before that I came to God was really pride. That was, I had the propensity to want to do things myself. I never wanted to listen to authority. I thought I was being very rational about things, and it was really just a sense of pride that was keeping me away from God. I think that I was ready, and when everything clicked in Honduras, when I was ready to make the decision to become a Christian, that it was really just the demeanor of everyone on the trip. I thought that people weren't going to accept me for my beliefs. I felt really strange that I didn't have a personal relationship with Jesus, and yet I was supposed to be spreading the gospel. I really didn't know what to do, how to anchor myself down, but after really meeting everyone on the trip that was there, they're just so kind, so selfless, and really it was the opposite of what I thought. Like, they didn't care where we came from, they weren't judging anyone. Everyone on the trip was such an inspiration to me, and they had something that I didn't have. And I knew that I was ready when my initial thoughts for this group came into place. And really the turning point for me was I had a lot of questions, and talked it out with Richard Snelling and obviously Bill, and I grilled him with some tough questions, and he really didn't have an answer for it because it was more of me putting my pride down. And that night, after talking to Bill, after many nights of talking with Bill, I sat down and wrote in my journal, probably about for an hour, frantically, about what I had to gain and what I had to lose, and what religion was, what people are, what our purpose is. I don't even know what it was. I haven't looked at that sheet since, and I've got it tucked away. But after that, I just knew that I had nothing to lose and everything to gain. So after that night, I was like, this is it. Making that choice and taking the leap of faith, and it's the best decision I've made in my life. I really wanted to tell my parents initially. I didn't know how, no matter how hard it was, really, it was the right decision for me to wait to go home. And I really kept my mouth shut the first 2 times I talked on the phone, but finally sitting down after getting back in town and having that first dinner, I told them, and my mom started crying, and my dad was like, well, it's about time. So they were both like really excited, and it was just really tears of joy, you know. We hugged my mom and we cried, and it was awesome. I believe that if I wouldn't have become a Christian, that I totally would have gone into medicine with a different mindset. Really would have been more about personal accomplishments. By being able to look to God and realizing that it's not me that's doing anything, that it'll really just be able to completely change my interactions with patients. It's not about me, it's about them. It's how I make them feel, and that's all because by looking to God, realizing that it's not me, it's Him. And just thank you everyone on the trip for really just believing in me and making this all possible. My life's changed, and thank you, Christian Medical Dental Association.